You might have said the key word, man. Like, what can we do today to express more vulnerability? You know what I mean? Because you can't impact somebody unless you're vulnerable and you really show them the real life of what it looks like. And I think what it does is it takes a pedestal out from underneath you, because when you're out there just putting the highlight, the leaderboard, all these things, what people do by nature is they just put you on a pedestal. Like, well, that person's just so good, or that person's just that. And what that does is it causes them to feel insecure, which doesn't lead them to doing anything great, right? Or it causes them to be lazy because they think, well, what's the point? But when you do that, you humanize yourself and you take away the pedestal that they might put up by default just because you're so good and they're not as far as results. But then you start going through it, you're like, man, we have the same results. They just did 3 times the amount. And I remember doing that, you know, since day one when I was working with the team, looking at dividing even the amount of dials into the AP, and you know how much you're making per dial. And then you divide it into how many appointments you book. So even if they don't show up, they cancel, reschedule, that's still X amount. And it just changes the perspective of like a no-show. Like, it's like, who cares? I still got that.
X.
I remember because I saw like that, client hang up on me, 2 times. I just call back and breathe in the phone, freak them out, then hang up, and I got you. I just made X amount because every dial was a dial. And then, you look at how many sits you will. If I just sit with the family, even if I don't help them, I still brought in this. It's all ratios and numbers. And that's how you build your business. You can't beat the numbers. The numbers can't beat you. They are what they are, but do you know what they are? And I remember having a lot of calls with agents, and the encouragement was simply like, let me see your trackers the last 5 weeks. We break it down, and they had the numbers in front of them, but they just simply didn't do the division. And we'd say, I go through and say, man, listen, all you were doing is you booked on average the last 4 weeks compared to all your other 4-week ratio averages. You've booked 4 appointments less every week. And every time you book an appointment, it equals this amount. And oh my God, you're right. And it was exactly because you cannot beat the numbers, man. And I think that's so good, man. All right, well, we got rapid fire questions I got for you. This is, I have fun at least doing this. It gives everybody the ability to kind of, to know you and some basic things about your childhood or things about you. So, Gage, the first one I've got is, what's your favorite band or music artist?
My favorite artist, I would say, is Future. I'm into rap and hip hop.
Okay.
Been a big fan of Future for many, many years, and I just like his music.
I do too, man. He's good. What do you, last time you got nervous doing something?
I get nervous all the time. I mean, I think that you start to get comfortable being uncomfortable. Like, my hands are sweaty. Every time I talk, my hands get sweaty. I know that can't get away.
Right.
So stuff like this still makes me nervous, but people think like I'm so cool, calm, and collected. No, like, this is nerve-wracking, but I know I'm growing by doing this. So I no longer look at uncomfortable things as like scary. I look at them as opportunities to take the next step forward.
Man, I'm telling you what, dude, if anybody can get this from the podcast, like, just be more open and transparent. You know what I mean? Like I said in the beginning, I said, man, if I could just be more humble, open, and transparent in everything, because that's what makes the difference. Like, dude, even your statement there, you could easily not said that. You could have said something different.
Yep.
But it's real, right? It's open and it's transparent. It's humility, like you're humble in saying that, and I think that's such a big deal. So as you build your team, I mean, I just had to highlight it again. Like, I'm telling you, just be open. Like, most people are dealing with the same emotions. Like, I wake up with them, this battle in my mind with fear. Am I good enough? I'm probably not good enough. Nothing's ever going to be. More people are alike than they are not alike. Just be open about it, because you can impact people. Because inspiration is one thing. Impact is what you really want.
Yep.
You know what I mean? All right, so what's your favorite Netflix series, bro?
Man, I'm not going to lie to you, dude. I don't have one.
Yeah, the funny thing is, dude, most people have said that on this. I'm waiting for somebody to tell me. I'm not going to judge you if you end up being on the podcast and you have one, but everyone's like, damn, I was working. I don't know. What about your favorite movie?
My favorite movie I'd have to say is Coach Carter. I really like the impact that he had on a group of people who would have been nervous to try to make an impact on. So I really like that movie, and it's one of my all-time favorites.
It's a good one. What's your favorite, what's the most impactful book you've read in like the last 12 months?
Intentional Mindset by Dave Anderson.
It's a good one.
So good. Anything that he puts out, it's just all about mindset. And this business is huge for mindset. So if you're not looking into his stuff, he has a podcast that goes out every single week. Like, I love Dave Anderson.
Yeah, he's a beast, man. I do too. So, hey, man, thank you for joining, brother.
Of course, thank you.
Guys, this was big. I took a lot from it. I know you did as well. Like, subscribe, and share this. I think everybody by nature just wants to make a difference. Sometimes you simply sharing this is the difference that you'll make today in somebody else's life that wouldn't have seen it, but they see it because you shared it. Also, comment below. We've got prize money for lead giveaway. We have 4 winners every week, $250 in cash, and it's pretty cool. At conference, I had somebody come up and say, "Man, I don't know if you knew this, but I was in a spot where I was just trying to get this thing going, like anything. You know, it was a struggle. I'm trying to figure it out. I'm trying to invest, get this thing, you know, back to where it needs to be." And he's like, "Man, I was in a bad spot, didn't know what it was gonna look like, and all of a sudden I won the lead money. Went out there and served 7 families that week and got things turned back around." So hopefully it has an impact on you like that, and you could take your business to the next level, because the goal is to make this week better than last week. So guys, be strong, stay steadfast, and we'll talk to you soon. Take care. Bye-bye.